there. It's nice to see this kind of stuff happen from Microsoft, especially with being Christmas and all that kind of stuff. So first of all, I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. I hope you guys are all having a great day, spending time with your family, friends, all that kind of stuff. Keep a joyous holiday, and that's pretty much, kind of what the day's all about. Like spend time with your family and friends, game. Don't take for granted what you have. That's kind of the thing that I would kind of spread out there. Just keep everybody, in your thoughts and things like that, and just have a great day. Eat some food, watch some football, watch Stranger Things, whatever the case may be. Just all hope everybody has like a fantastic day. If you got a new console or something today, let me know about it in the comment section. I'm gonna check out the comments later, of course. Spending Christmas with my family and hoping that the kids get stuff that they want. I'm excited to see them opening it up. Some of it's gaming stuff, some of it is obviously not, but it's always fun to see what's going to happen. For me, if anybody's wanting to know, my kind of Christmas list was a lot of vinyl records and stuff. I like the physical media and records and that kind of stuff, so I've been on a kick for that lately, which is funny. Some people don't understand that. They're like, don't you have Spotify? And yeah, I do, but that's very compressed and poorly sounding quality compared to a vinyl record or a CD or whatever, which I also still get. But yeah, anyway, Merry Christmas. And like I said, Microsoft is doing some cool things right now. It's kind of coming out, and Microsoft does this every so often, right? Well, they will go out there and release like gift cards for people. So you might want to check and see if you're one of those lucky people to get them. Apparently they are doing this. I've read at least in two places, which is the UK and US. That might be the only places they really sell Xboxes anymore anyway, but apparently like $5 and $10 Xbox gift cards are being handed out, which I think is a pretty cool thing to kind of get out there and let people enjoy and have some fun with something, because they are doing like the big sales, and that's when they usually do these things, right? When they do like a big sale, like the holidays and things like that. So that's kind of cool. And when you look at like the ability to get full games for those, because I'm looking at some of the things that are on sale right now, and it's just like a ton of games and a ton of games that are under $10. So, if you were to get a $5 or $10 gift card, then yeah, you could probably enjoy, a lot of different things. And that's like, I think something that is incredibly awesome. It is, despite all the things, I mean, we could all sit there and focus on like the negative stuff, and, that's something that, I think a lot of people tend to do, myself included. But then you can look at things and say, hey, you know what? We're seeing some positive stuff too, and getting a little bit of money to kind of buy something cool. I think that's awesome, and a very nice thing at the end of the day for Microsoft to offer people up, and again, it really just kind of depends on what kind of stuff you're interested in, because like I said, there's a lot of cool stuff that you can buy that is pretty cheap actually, and again, you could put it in there as a way to buy something even bigger. Any percent off is something that I think is a really good thing. So yeah, that's realistically something that I think everybody should kind of look forward to. And it's just a nice little thing. So the other thing is that people don't realize that they get these things, right? If you accept to be able to get, like emails from Microsoft and special offers and things like that, you have to click to be able to get that. So many people click no, and it's just like, why? Like you get like the special offers and they give you free stuff, and it's just kind of crazy to me that so many people are so quick to kind of just click no or whatever. So yeah, nice to see this stuff is happening and that they're able to kind of do that, especially since they didn't actually go out there and do anything in terms of like a final wrap up or anything like that. So again, I would have loved to seen something like that. I know some people didn't understand why I was kind of upset or whatever, but yeah, if you guys want to know some things that I actually think, if you happen to get one, there's some 360 games like Kingdom of Keflings, World of Keflings. Those are like $2.50 each, pretty good. Blue Dragon is $5. If you've never played Blue Dragon, yeah, even if you don't get this money and you like buy it digitally, Blue Dragon is awesome. Call of Duty World at War is $10, has a great campaign. The original Modern Warfare is $10. Black Ops 2 is $17.99, which is backwards compatible, which is, fairly cool to see that. Fight Night Champion is $1.99. Let's see, Jade Empire, the original Xbox game, which is backwards compatible, which I'll say is an awesome game. $2.50. It's also upgraded to like 4K 60 frames on Xbox. So if you've never played it, buy it, play it, because you never know when Microsoft's going to delist some of these games, right? And they have delisted stuff. Like, remember with Splinter Cell games used to be backwards compatible on the Xbox Series X, and now all of them aren't, except for Chaos Theory, I believe. That's the only one out of 4 or 5 that used to be backwards compatible. So they pull backwards compatibility at some really weird times, or whatever the case may be. Witcher 2 is $2.99. That is a great game. I like that game a million times better than The Witcher 3. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff out there to get. They got Alan Wake 2 for $17.99. Crazy. I didn't, haven't really played that game yet, but yeah, I mean, that seems like it's a pretty good deal for a game that's not that old, and some people really kind of liked it. I've heard mixed things about it, but hey, what are you going to do? Control, another game from there, Ultimate Edition, $3.99. That's a pretty good game. If you've never played it, I highly suggest going out there and get it and play it, and you might enjoy it. So yeah, Dead Space, $10.49, like the new Dead Space remake. That's an awesome game. It's just funny because I was scrolling through here and I saw Dragon Age the Velguard for $24.49, which is ridiculous because they were selling the physical copies for like $3 on Amazon or something. So yeah, that's kind of funny. And a game couldn't have flopped that deserved it more. Final Fantasy games are on sale, so if you were interested in that, that's pretty cool to know that those games are pretty much all on sale. Let's see, there's also why would they put Forza Motorsport on sale? Like, that game has already ended all of their ended everything anyway. But yeah, there's a lot of games, like I said, a lot of cool stuff that's out there. So if you are a lucky person to get a $5 or $10 card, then hey, you can look through it, and I'll link this so you guys can check that out too, and see kind of what's up, and just to be able to kind of enjoy the games or whatever. Like I said, it's really up to you. You kind of make your own kind of thing there, and that's exactly what I want to see, like, in the future with me. But again, it's really up to you. There's also, like I said, and I always say this, I'd be remiss if I didn't also let people know that there's perpetually free games. They're Xbox 360 games, but why not add them to your library so you can download them if you want? They don't even take up much space, and that's Crackdown 1 and 2, as well as a game called Two Human, which is kind of a Valhalla-esque fun game. It was supposed to be a trilogy. Silicon Knights made it. That's a name you probably haven't heard in a long time, but there was a lot of issues and things like that. And the game is still fun to me. It has a weird control scheme to it, but Crackdown 1 on an Xbox Series X looks fantastic because it was one of those games that got like the free upgrade or whatever. So yeah, enjoy some free Xbox 360 games. Hopefully you're one of the ones to get like a $5 or $10 card from Microsoft, and considering they didn't do a wrap, which is ironic, right? And I'm not to be a downer or anything, but I think they did a wrap for like their Explorer, right? What do they have? Their Edge Explorer or whatever, and they did a wrap for Windows. But it was just funny to me that Xbox was like one that didn't get one. So it's kind of unfortunate that happened. And at the end of the day, it really kind of comes down to what about like what was happening or whatever. So again, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you guys get stuff you want, and I hope that it's something of a special time for everybody. That's the most important thing. Like family and friends, play some games. It's weird for me because this is the first one in almost 14 years without my dog, so it's gonna be a little bit rougher, I think, than normal, and it already has been. And I'm hoping that that I doubt that it ever goes away. But it just makes you, I guess, kind of appreciate things a little bit more. It's like, especially if you have like animals or grandparents, parents, or whatever that might be elderly. Just appreciate it. Even if you get annoyed, just appreciate them all the more. Because I can remember the last years of my dog's life that I was just, I tried my best never to get annoyed or get upset or anything, because I remember saying, one day I'm going to look over and he's not going to be there. So, that's like, ugh, it's just one of those things that really still hurts. But anyway, I hope you guys all get what you want and have a great day. Have a good Christmas. I'll catch you guys next time. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.